Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about what I think will happen to the characters of Breaking Bad after the series. So now that the series has ended, what will happen to them in their character universe future? Okay, so the first thing to say is that this video will contain spoilers for anyone who has not seen all of Breaking Bad, since of course you need to know all the events that happen right up through until the end for me to be able to even talk to you or speculate about with you about what we think will happen to the characters afterwards. So kind of a fun topic, just discussing. We'll never actually see what happens to any of these characters after the end of Breaking Bad, at least unless they decide to do some kind of spin-off series which will take place after the events of Breaking Bad. So far as we know, that is not the case. They're going to be doing, or at least it sounds like they're interested in doing the Saul Goodman spin-off series, but it looks like that one is going to be a prequel. So that won't include our characters or cast after the events of Breaking Bad, unless they do some kind of out of chronological order scenes, or they give us something. But it sounds like that's going to be a prequel, so we won't ever really know. I think there's more potential of Walt's story has been told. Walt's story is complete. But I think there are enough characters from Breaking Bad still alive that you could probably do a spin-off of if you really wanted to. The only thing with it is that who would be your lead? I think Jesse Pinkman would have to be the best candidate for a lead character to have his own series. And I actually think that that would work really well if he was to have his own show. The thing about it, though, is him as a character, he's so damaged from what happened, I would think, in the series, that he would probably just want to completely get out of the game 100%. Just get like a regular job where he doesn't have to worry about his girlfriends being killed. Almost just said girlfriend there, but girlfriends dying or being killed, and he can just work and have some kind of a life, and everything should be fine. I imagine he probably will be able to avoid being arrested or anything of the sort, since he did get away before the police got there. And I'm not sure. Maybe with forensics they might be able to link him to it. But I tend to kind of think that he'll probably get off scot-free. The only thing is that they did have that video, right? Jack's men had the video. So what happened to the video now? Did they say? I don't think they specifically said. So there's a possibility that Jesse could become a wanted man, so to speak, in connection to the murders and for all the things that have happened. Especially if they find that tape, right? They could find something to prosecute him with, right? So it's possible that he could have some kind of trouble, but he may have some money left over too from all of the things that happened, because he had a lot there too in season 5, and he was throwing it away basically, right? So it's it's hard to say if he had any other money, and if it's still back at his house that he does own, or what the case may be, and if he may actually be able to avoid being arrested, get out of town or something, and just live a life with some of the money he would have. Also, we don't know exactly where Jack put the money either. Jesse might know. He might, because he may have overheard them talking about it. He may have some kind of idea. He may be able to figure it out, unless it's there on their property, on their territory, which is maybe where they stored it. Kind of hard to say. If they did, the cops may find it, so it could be long gone anyway. But I tend to think that Jesse as a character will probably have the rest of his life, maybe have to get some therapy done, or do a lot of drinking or something to deal with everything that happened. But I tend to think that he should probably be okay, and he should live a pretty good life and manage to avoid getting arrested. So that's what I think will happen with his character. I think he would be the most interesting character to see a spin-off series of after Breaking Bad. That said, Walt, of course, we know dies at the end of Breaking Bad. Some people have speculated, is it possible that maybe he didn't? Because he did just pass out and lie down. Well, he didn't really pass. I mean, his eyes were still open, right? And the police found him there. Is it possible maybe he could still be alive and they could take him to the hospital and he would be okay? Well, it's possible, but I mean, the creator of the show basically said that they wanted it to be finite. They wanted him to die at the end. So conspiracy theories aside, I believe it's supposed to mean that he is dead. Plus, of course, he wasn't in good health anyway, so trying to recover from a large shell like that, being hit by that or grazed by it or whatever happened, he wouldn't be strong enough to heal from something like that, basically. So I would think that he's a goner for sure. Conspiracy theories, whatever. Skylar and the kids, of course, we know will get the money, and they won't be able to deny it. They will get the money, so they should be fine, have lots of cash, and have really nice, well, aside from the fact that Walt Jr. lost his father and Walt's gone and everything, should have pretty decent lives aside from, maybe needing some therapy or whatever the case may be. Let's see, Marie is screwed because Hank is dead, so she's gonna be a wreck probably for a long time, I would think. Saul is an interesting character too. I would like to see in that spin-off series them do some out of chronological order future scenes after he left. What he's doing, what he's going to do in, where is it, Nebraska? I think Nebraska is where he was sent. Just what's going to happen with him, where he's going to go, what he's going to do, all that kind of stuff. It's good stuff. I'd like to see what happens with Saul after. I tend to think he'd probably just keep a real low profile. He's too smart to get caught anyway, right? So he's too quick talking and he knows the law too well to get caught. So I think he should be probably okay. Of course, Jack, Todd, all of them are dead. Lydia's dead for sure. Now, Walt did tell her at the end that she'd been poisoned by ricin, of course, but even still, you tend to think that he probably gave her a good enough dose and it's been too long that even if she was to go to the hospital and tell them she had ricin poisoning, they probably still wouldn't be able to save her, is what I think is the meaning of it. Plus, it was nice to see Walt kind of troll her on the phone. That was a nice tie-in too when he picked up the phone and she's at, is it done? Are they dead? Because you remember earlier on we met her how she was pressing to have all of Mike's men killed, basically. If you guys remember that from earlier. So that was a cool scene too. Let's see. So, in terms of the characters that are still alive, of course, Hank's dead, Gomez is dead, Walt's dead. I mean, that's basically everybody, isn't it? The cast that's surviving. That's a pretty small surviving cast for Breaking Bad. So, out of them all, I think the most interesting would probably be Jesse and Saul, to see what happens with them after. If AMC ever gets a little bit of inkling to do it, maybe they get a small budget together. They could put together like a one-shot or something, 1 or 2 episodes or something, and we could see something of the sort post Breaking Bad. So anyway, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think would happen to the characters after the series ends, and how you felt about the finale, and how you feel about the characters, and if you'd be interested if they were going to do something like a Jesse Pinkman spin-off series, what you'd like to see, what do you think will happen with that, and do you think it would be any good? Would you watch it? So anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about what I think would happen to the characters post Breaking Bad. Call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.